We've touched on community a bit and UGC a bit, but I want to hear about this Express community where you have stylists or aspiring stylists who are creating their own looks, which when I was reading about it, I'm like, that's super smart. That seems like the way of the future, just letting people who support the brand well express the brand and actually build their collections. But I want to hear about that concept, and if you could explain it a little better than I did, and the mindset behind it.
Yeah, no, sure thing. And actually, you said it beautifully, and I'm going to remember what you said and reuse it probably. But it was born from exactly that, the idea that we have these people that are passionate about our brand. We already had an influencer program, and actually a really, really amazing one. We were Influencer Marketer of the Year or something like that back in 2020, and I think 2021 as well. Like, they've done an amazing job, but we were like, well, what else can we do? There's all these other people that are passionate about our brand. Maybe they're not full level influencers, but maybe they also would be interested in sort of not just being a part of our brand as customers, but helping to build our brand. That was sort of the thought process and how community commerce was born. And what it's really evolved into is this idea that people can become what we call style editors. They have a lot of tools at their disposal. We have an app that we built with a partner where they can create curated storefronts, their own collections of their favorite things. And so you might have your own page and you would have like a wedding collection and a casual collection and a go to work collection and whatever it is. And some of these people have built a lot of collections. And then they can market to their communities through Instagram or what have you and drive traffic back to their storefront. People can then purchase on that storefront and then they will get a commission. That was sort of the guts of the program, was recruiting these people, giving them these tools, and that's all been fine. I think the best part of it all has been the actual community that has sprung to life around that. So we have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group for these folks. We've done incentives. We brought on Rachel Zoe as our lead style editor, and we've done some events with her that, I mean, are incredible in this outpouring of love for fashion, for the Express brand, for the idea of helping style other people and give them confidence. I was lucky enough to attend one of these events and sort of organically watch community just come to life right in front of you. We had 8 style editors who were all together in LA for an event, and watching them come together, they'd never known each other, and discuss styling ideas and how to work with customers and different ways to use the technology they've created and how we might improve that technology, which of course we need to always improve. It was awesome. And so now I think what we're just trying to figure out is, well, how do we continue to further amplify this? How can we continue to keep bringing it to life? How do we bring it into our field organization in our stores? We have done a lot of style editor events in stores where they will come to a store, they'll announce it on social, people will come to be styled, but then customers that are just shopping also have the opportunity to meet these style editors and be styled. So it's not a uniquely digital thing anymore. It's become something where we want to have it in every part of our experience. And that I'm extremely excited about, because I think that idea of an in-store styling experience, then creating a longer term digital relationship that will continue to bring customers in for life, that seems really, really possible for us. Still early days, but the program we love. And, I always say, like, every e-commerce or retailer is trying different things. Resale's really hot. People are talking about the metaverse. Some people are getting into NFTs, and everyone is trying different things. I'm really proud of Express and our leadership team, because we made our stake in the ground around community, around creating confidence and inspiring self-expression. And I always say, like, if we all threw our strategies into the middle of the room, I'd go back in and pull community back out again, because I think it's right for us. And I think the trick for us now is sticking with it and making sure that the things that we do ladder up to that, and we don't accidentally get distracted by this shiny thing here or this shiny thing there. It's so easy in e-commerce to be like, ooh, Amazon did this, now I'm going to do that. Well, probably not. Probably not gonna be able to do that. And so I think sticking to our guns, and Tim, who's our CEO, he'll always say our brand purpose is the guiding principle. Like, if it ladders up to that, we do it. And if it doesn't, we don't. I've never had that before. I've never had such a clear brand purpose where I felt like it helped me prioritize to the degree that this does. And for that, I think, just this leadership team to thank, because it's 100% alignment. And when you have that, it makes it so much easier to make all those decisions.
Yeah, it's really fun thinking about all the opportunities that surround that community stylist type program. I mean, what was going through my head was, okay, this could be a new funnel for talent at Express. I mean, these people are designing outfits that these local communities at least want and are following them or wherever they're at. Maybe they're online, but I mean, you already have designers. They could come into your stores. They could take over the store. They could get some good content of it, design all your mannequins. And I mean,
Yeah.
there seems like a lot of spaces.
Yeah, co-creation opportunities, content creation. It was a real shot in the arm in terms of user-generated content because all of the content that these people are creating helps our customers shop. It helps them convert. It helps them feel confident. So everything about it sort of all ties back to that idea. And I think that's why it's right. And that's why it's going to work.
Yeah. How do you think about kind of overseeing that program? Is it very decentralized approach, go do whatever you think is best and we're not worrying about it? And do they have these storefronts on their own or are they on a subdomain of express.com? Like I'm trying to think about like how to manage all these community stylists.
It's a freestanding application, so it's not part of express.com per se, but it is all Express product. And so we don't have to worry so much about managing how they put together their storefronts. It's been amazing. I would say you would think, oh, you want to be really careful about the content people are putting up because it's representing your brand. And what if it was not appropriate? We don't want to take political stances with our community commerce program. We want to talk about fashion. We want to talk about creating confidence and inspiring self-expression. We want to talk about the clothes. I would say you'd think it would take a certain amount of moderation. It hasn't been a huge effort because I think that goes back to the kind of people that want to be. I say that, and then I'm like, the person that monitors and moderates our Facebook group is probably like, well, it's actually quite a lot of work. So I think it's a lot of work, but I think it's been a tribute to how we've recruited and the quality of the applicants that these people want to talk about the brand and they want to talk about fashion. And we like to solve their problems too. If they have like a, how do you do this or how do you do that? But for the most part, we haven't had any issues with the kinds of content people are using because we brought people into our brand that love our brand and that I think really represent our brand well. It's been wonderful. It's been a very organically diverse set of people. It's been great for us because we are a dual gender brand. And so we have been able to have representation for our men's business and for our women's business. We've been really pleased with the applicant pool and how they've represented.
Yeah. It also seems like there would be a lot of trends that you could kind of watch these, people dipping their toes in to spread the word about their storefronts. I mean, is there anything that you see that they're doing that you're like, oh, that's a good idea? Maybe it be live stream shopping or something they're doing on social, or I'm sure these people are probably at the forefront of being able to hopefully get the brand out there in new ways.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned live stream shopping because I would say Instagram Reels and TikTok is probably their preferred way of getting our brand out there. But we also have been doing just about weekly, in some months it's every other week, live stream shopping events as a brand as well. And so that's been a mix of influencers and style editors. And so now we've had a couple of style editors actually do their own live stream events. And that's been really cool to sort of bring them in. I think the coolest thing is going back to the idea of versatility of our assortment. So more than how they put our brand out there, it's how they put the outfits together, how they wear our clothes. And it really gets across that idea of versatility to our customer and outfitting and how you can put things together differently in a way that we could never do on our own because you'd never be able to scale all that. But with the style editor community out there, all doing things a little differently according to their own personal style, that goes back to that whole idea of inspiring self-expression. They're all doing it their own way and hopefully inspiring our customers to do the same. And no way we could have ever done that on our own. There's no amount of photography budget that would have allowed for that. That explosion of content, I think it's something I think we thought was going to be a benefit, but from my perspective, it might be the biggest benefit.
Hey, thanks for watching. This segment was made possible by our friends at Salesforce Commerce Cloud. If you're looking for the #1 platform for all your commerce needs, go check out salesforce.com/commerce. And don't forget to subscribe below and tap that little bell icon so you can stay on top of all the amazing new segments and full episodes that we'll be putting out over the coming year with some of the best and most influential commerce leaders out there.